PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3 Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, where to follow your boy at, man. Y'all see the title of this particular one, man. Let's talk about it, man. We are talking Funkmaster Flex versus Pete Rock, a.k.a. the Chocolate Boy Wonder for the Pause Police. If you want to throw a pause after me saying a.k.a. the Chocolate Boy Wonder, feel free. That's what his brother called himself. I apologize to the Pause Police. In 91, 92, we didn't say pause when people were calling Pete Rock the Chocolate Boy Wonder, but whatever. Stay focused, 3. A lot of talk about New York radio, Griselda. Pete Rock got in the mix. A lot of talk about Funkmaster Flex, who was just on the radio 20 minutes ago. And I haven't listened to New York radio in years. But I saw Flex post saying that he was going to go in on Pete Rock. And of course, I said, let me tune in to hear what he got to say. I don't care about the music. Let me just hear what Flex got to say. So obviously, I took notes, this, that, and the third. Now, Flex has been very, very, very much condescending, if we know that. He said tonight on the radio, nobody plays this social media game better than he does. Had a few words for Conway, talking about Conway, I'll give you a beat. If you want to rap on it, drop it on Thursday, talk and everything like that. Very condescending the last couple of days. Now, he was very condescending towards Griselda. He said a couple nights ago, or 2 nights ago, he said on the show, at the end of the Hot 97 show, he goes, we'll play Griselda. And said, no, we'll be playing Cardi B, Lil Durk, and Kanye West. Now, Pete Rock, money-earning Mount Vernon representative, PR is one of my favorite producers of all time. I make no bones about that, right? Production for Mecca and the Soul Brother, The Main Ingredient, the One in a Million song that was on the Who's the Man soundtrack, the Soul Survivor project he did in 98, the Peach Dementals, what he did, Sky Zoo, Smoke Dizza, and Flex. I gotta go on you, son. You said tonight on your show that Pete Rock ain't been popping in the past 5 years. See, Pete, this is what I'm saying, Flex. With all due respect, fam, you're out of touch. You're trying to say other people are out of touch. Fam, it's all right. If you're going to support the youngins in New York City, you still got to know what's going on. I might not listen to everybody. I don't listen to Fabio and all those other brothers, but I know what they're doing. I know about Envy Kane. I know about Coach the Ghost. I know about Tutu. I know about the Blickies. I know about JD. I know about the young boys. I know about all the young boys. TJ from the Bronx. K Flock, Be Love. I know about the young boys, man. With G's Gasoline. I interviewed Mel's TV a couple years ago, so as an OG, I try to stay in tune to what the young dudes do. In fact, I did like Coach the Ghost. R.I.P. Papa Smoke. You know what I mean? But for you to sit there and say that Pete Rock ain't been popping, and you playing a Nas song, listen, I just heard that new Nas song with Primo. I know y'all think I don't like Nas. That ain't it, but that song is not that good. I'm sorry, that song is average at best. That new Nas song I heard tonight, And I gotta be honest, in the grand scheme of things, a lot of us will put a lot of us will put Primo, DJ Premier, over Pete Rock, and I'm not mad at that, but I'll say this though. Last couple years, man, I like Pete Rock's beats more than Primo. Grab That Water 3. I'm keeping 1,000 with y'all. You know what I mean? I have. You know? Now, Pete Rock had one on IG a couple of days ago. This was sparked the beef between him and Funkmaster Flex. Pete Rock had a lot of words towards Flex. PR said on his IG post, you don't play real artists no more. You talk ish like you better than everybody. P-Rock also said, you are New York treating other New York artists who put in work like our career's over. You stop playing Wu-Tang. We all know about the Wu-Tang. They stopped playing Wu-Tang because of the Summer Jam thing and flexing them in 97. At one time, stopped playing Wu-Tang. That's what I'm saying, Conway. You can't think about this, son. They stopped playing Wu-Tang at one time. And Wu-Tang's from Staten Island, from New York City. So think about that. For you to, I'm really, all right. P-Rock also spoke about when P-Rock was on Hot 97, WBLS. You saw Funkmaster Flex tonight rebuttal that and say he was Marley Marl's son and everything like that. But Flex, you came up under red alert also, bro. So it's like, come on. I hate when people do that. If somebody put you on the game or showed you the ropes in something, you're looked at as a son. That is, don't let me explain something to the young people. Move to the side. Let me holler at the young people out there. 'Cause as your OG, I gotta tell the young people the real, because they're not gonna tell y'all the real. If someone feeds you information, if someone puts you on the stuff, young people put me on the stuff all the time, and I salute y'all. Whether it's technology, whatever. I don't sit there and downplay because you're younger than me, that I'm trying to son you. No, we're all individuals at the end of the day. I just have experience over certain things. But I'm not trying to act like I'm holier than thou because I'm in my 40s and somebody's in their 20s. I'm not in that bag. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't let nobody tell y'all if listen, everybody can't be a worker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be a boss, pardon me. Some people gotta be workers. So it's like, but don't let nobody think that son talk is so ignorant. Don't fall into that, man, because people try to play divide and conquer with that people, and that'd be real corny. You know what I mean? Real corny, right? Flex goes on his IG post, and that's what sparked up this conversation and why everybody's tuning in tonight to hear what Funkmaster Flex had to say to Pete Rock. On his post, he talked about Pete Rock, on drill rappers and everything like that. A lot of people talking about drill rappers. There was just a 14-year-old kid who I just saw a couple of days last night. 14-year-old kid from Yonkers, New York, a drill rapper. Guys was stabbed to death. Like, come on, so what are we doing? Like, it's crazy, man. And P-Rock didn't they do a version of the Reminisce Over You in drill, and they freaked the Reminisce Over You? Because I think that's what they're doing in drill now, where they're taking famous songs from the 80s and 90s and putting a drill twist to it. You know what I mean? Listen, man, shout out to y'all drill rappers, man. That ain't for me. You dig what I'm saying? The closest thing to drill music to me was probably Mobb Deep, Onyx. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but whatever, man. Flex spoke, like I said, he spoke about when PR was on BLS in 97. Said P-Rock is mad at the new generation. See, that's the thing, though, man. I'm young people, man. Just because some old heads take umbrage or some things that y'all do, that doesn't mean we're hating. And old heads also, y'all, we also have to learn to respect the young generation also. I do believe it goes hand in hand. I just do believe it goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? You got some people who be like, F the OGs. You know what I'm saying? When I was a young boy coming up, I can't sit there and say I didn't say F the OGs when there was, certain things, But some OGs will steer you in the right way. Some OGs will not steer you in the right way. Some OGs will give you advice because they generally care. Some OG trying to gain what they can gain. So it's like, But it's the individual at the end of the day. But that's a whole different story, man. Said PR made whack projects in the last 5 years. That was just crazy to me, man. Called P-Rock a bozo. Says, P-Rock, tell 504 and the Chef G and them that you don't like drill music and everything like that. And that's where Flex is going to win the fight in New York City right now when it comes to the younger generation. They're going to look at P-Rock like a hater. They're going to look at P-Rock as a hater. And ride with Flex is why Flex is a DJ. Flex is relevant on the radio. Flex is being at these clubs, being at these parties that P-Rock is not going to be at. But then Flex, you up there talking about if you're 40 to 50 years old, you can't be hip no more. Fam, what are you talking about? You can't be hip as a rapper, but you can be hip as a DJ? So it's okay. You can't be hip as a rapper, but are you getting sturdy with the young boys flex? Are you doing a young boy dance? Are you in that bag? I don't know. Are you, fam? Because you up there acting like... See, here's the thing, man. No disrespect to Gillian. You know what? I'm going to save that for another blog. I'm going to say that Gillian Wilder talk for another blog when I talk about Rick Ross situation. I'm going to get into that in a minute also. Said P-Rock is suing Nas and is upset. Flex also got a DJ Clue for Payola talk. Said Conway the Machine was copping, please, when Conway spin the block back and said what he said. Flex said Conway was copping, please. Said Nas made P-Rock. Flex, this is where you saw, how did Nas make P-Rock? First of all, P-Rock was on one song on Illmatic, and that was The World Is Yours. P-Rock didn't do no production on It Was Written. He did no production on I Am. He did no production on Nostradamus. He did no production on The Title. I think Nas and P-Rock probably did one song together. So I don't know what he made. How did P-Rock make... Illmatic wasn't even selling like that, fam. What are you talking about, Flex? You acting like he wasn't outside. P-Rock was out here with the EP of The Creator, Mecca and the Soul Brother. He already had Shut 'Em Down remix and everything like that with Public Enemy. What are you talking about, Flex? P-Rock already did Shut 'Em Down remix already. He already did Don't Curse with Heavy D and Grand Poobah, Big Daddy Kane and all them. What you talking about, Flex? You sound crazy. How did Nas make P-Rock? That makes no sense, Flex. Nas made Fam. The man had one song on Illmatic. One song he did. I was mad about that, but only one song. Primo got more burn on Illmatic than him. What you talking about? Made, fam. Said he gave Conway a spanking. Said P-Rock is a snitch talk. Flex actually played their Reminisce Over You on the radio today. You know he's being condescending when he's doing that. He probably hasn't played P-Rock and CL Smooth on the radio since the 90s, right? But I would say this, though. That was the best song I heard them playing the whole night. That new Nas song with Primo, the Reminisce Over You with P-Rock and CL Smooth was better than every song I heard on the whole hour that Flex was playing music. That's just me, though. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. You know? Said P-Rock is suing Eddie F. Eddie F is Heavy D's. Was Heavy D. R.I.P. Heavy D was Heavy D's DJ. You know, P-Rock and Heavy D, I believe they're cousins and everything like that. Said P-Rock didn't want to do beats for Heavy D after a while. Like, he was... Yo, Flex, you did a lot of snitching, though, B. I mean, fam, a lot of yapping your mouth, a lot of chatty patty going on, bro. You know what I mean? But then Flex will give you props and say you're my favorite producer, and then the next 8 bars, he's knocking you off. It's crazy. Said P-Rock was on the radio for 32 years, or he was on the radio 32 years ago, and he ain't popping, You know what I mean? Talk about P-Rock going to the bank, the chemical bank, and the YG situation, man. I don't know, man. It's just, I guess Funkmaster Flex and P-Rock, I guess we'll just have to wait to see if they straighten it out. Hope that didn't go over your head. It's your boy 3.